This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, y'all, we saw our rookie quarterback take a massive step towards being something special. Jayden Daniels showcases everything in his repertoire. We saw the growth of a young quarterback coming to fruition. This was a game that in all honesty, I think that a lot of us thought we were going to lose. But the fact that they pulled it out, we saw Cliff Kingsbury. I think we saw Cliff Kingsbury and Jayden Daniels finally recognize that Terry McLaurin in reality can't be stopped. And we saw them make a very, very concerted effort to get Terry the ball, to get the captain the ball. And the captain just did not disappoint. I think that the captain probably could have had 2 more touchdowns in all honesty. He probably could have finished the night with like almost close to 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. But again, 100 and I think he had 100 and something yards, or maybe just 100 yards and a touchdown. Very, very key plays. But we can't talk enough about Jayden Daniels and his performance. I mean, almost 200 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, and a running touchdown. This is probably our biggest point output that we've seen in a while, especially against a team that nobody really had us winning against. I myself didn't have us winning against it. But again, this was a fantastic performance by our rookie. I mean, man, he's done nothing but look spectacular. I mean, he is without a doubt the best rookie in this class, because, I mean, he's outperforming everyone. You still talking about, I mean, do y'all know that he finished 21 of 23? Like, that is crazy. 91% completion percentage. Early in the game, they were talking about that it might be the highest. I think it probably is, but we'll definitely see when it comes down to it if he did finish the night with the highest completion percentage. But, I mean, man, did he put on a showcase. I mean, you're talking about, I mean, even for him to get his first throwing touchdown, but the fact that it was to Trenton Scott, still, he's got it out the way. And I think that once he got that first touchdown, you saw him start to settle in. And then once he settled in, you can tell that there was no stopping him. Oh, man, like, we actually got one, you know, and this is something that we've been searching for and wanting for a very long time. I mean, this guy, I mean, he just does not disappoint. It's like, you know, even early in the game when it was like, man, you know, like, is he playing that well? Is he playing that solid? You know, but he played fantastically. Cliff Kingsbury called a very good game plan. I do feel that early in the game, he went away from Austin Ekeler in the passing game a little bit. But Austin Ekeler, that's another thing, man. We got to see what happens to him. They said it could be a concussion. That's not good for us, because he's a very lethal weapon when it comes down to it. But again, I don't know why we're running him as much as like that, but like having him in the passing game is very beneficial and something that we got to keep doing. Terry McLaurin again had his breakout night. It normally happens for Terry like this all the time. Normally it's about the 3rd or 4th game that all of a sudden he comes on and he has his big breakout game and everything. So again, you know, kudos to Jayden Daniels. I mean, fantastic game plan. Fantastic. Now, with all the excitement about what we saw on offense, the growth we saw on offense, the greatness we saw on offense, on the defensive side, Benjamin St. Juste, we knew what he was even as a young corner. You know, when he was coming out of the draft, we knew what type of player he was going to be. He can't perform against big time guys, and that's something that we all have to accept with him, and understand that in reality he's probably never going to be a true number one cornerback. He did. I mean, you know, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they did a number on him. They really did. And I know a lot of people want to be like, you know, John, those are two of the best. But that's the problem. Like, those are two of the best, and we can't take one of them out. So the fact that we couldn't take one out, especially Jamar Chase, I mean, I think he finished the night with 118 and 2 touchdowns. So that's not good. Mike Evans had 2 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors was putting up numbers. So again, like, here we are again, third game in a row where we've given up, I think, like 100 yards receiving three straight times in a row, like, to one guy. So again, it's something to be concerned with, because again, I mean, the benefit that we have is that we finally have an offense that can outpace the defensive mistakes, but the problem is that we currently don't have the bend but don't break defense. So right now we have to still find ways to really see about how far this defense is going to go, and how much they're going to really be able to be something special. It still worries me slightly that the defense hasn't picked it up a little bit more. I did see that they went with a 5-man front a couple of times. I think that might be something that they have to go with more often. We sat up there. Do y'all understand that we forced Cincinnati to go 0-3 right now? Cincinnati is reeling right now, and that AFC North, which I thought was going to be one of the tougher leagues right now, and I don't think they've played each other yet, but they're struggling right now. They're struggling right now, and this is like the time to jump on these teams when they're struggling, because again, I mean, this was a fantastic game. It was a very fantastic game. Closer than what I thought it was going to be, but the fact that we won and got on top, that beautiful pass from Jayden Daniels to Terry McLaurin at the end of the game to go up 38 to 26, that was a fantastic throw. And like I said, I mean, man, like, Jayden Daniels just looks good, man. I mean, to sit up there and see him really grow to a point almost to the size of Godzilla. I mean, man, the guy, he really sat up there and grew, like, really grew this time. And I mean, like, now, and that's the only thing we can see now is him keep going up, because I still don't think that we've seen the best of Jayden. I think that this game is just the cusp of where he can go at and where he can elevate himself to. But like I said, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, he has done a fantastic job. You're talking about still no turnovers. That is fantastic for a rookie quarterback, especially when you're talking about what we had last year, where we had a guy who, I mean, every game he wanted to throw a pick six. So I mean, right now we're in the age of Jayden Daniels, and it seems like we might have one, people, and this is probably an exciting thing to think. I mean, understand this. I still understand that we're still building, we're still growing, and we still have pieces that are needed. The offensive line played fantastic today. They had a couple little mistakes here, but they actually played pretty well. I mean, they kept the pocket fairly clean for for Jayden to throw. And not only that, they actually were opening up pretty nice holes for the running game. They need to get a little bit better in it, but they did pretty well. They didn't have a penalty till about, the fourth quarter, I think. So, again, they did a very good job. The team, the offensive side of the ball seemed to really be on point. The defensive side still feels like they have a lot of stuff to work out. That secondary is frightening. If they don't start generating more pass rush and getting to the quarterback more often in the front seven, then we're going to have a very long season where we see wide receivers constantly make big plays because of the fact that our secondary just has a tough time covering, especially our cornerbacks. Mikey Sanders still had a bad play today. But, again, he's a rookie. We're not going to get on him, because, again, he needs time to grow, too. The same thing they should have done with Emmanuel Forbes. We need to make sure Mikey Sanders still gets his opportunity to really see what the NFL is like and really see what he's going up against. Because, again, he's a converted wide receiver who's playing corner. And I don't think he actually has that many years of corner play. So, again, like I said, fantastic game. Very, very fantastic game. Glad to see more growth from our young rookie quarterback. Glad to see Cliff Kingsbury actually call a fairly decent and fairly good game plan. Because what we saw was we saw situational awareness, which we normally don't see. And the fact that targeting Terry was in the playbook, they really made it like I said, a concerted effort to get Terry the ball. And man, I can't praise them enough. Offensively, they look excellent. Defensively, like I said, they got work. They got work to do. Because at this point right now, they're behind the offense. They're way behind the offense. And right now, they have to show that it's like what they say. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. And the defense has a lot of growing that they have to do, especially for a team that you're talking about, people like Bobby Wagner and them, who knows what it's like to win a championship, knows what it's like to get to the big game. They have to play better. And I think we're going to see it as it goes along. Like I said, I'm impressed. I'm absolutely impressed, blown away. Like I said, the defense is still not there. The offense is what you want to see in our offense, our young rookie quarterback. Him building the chemistry with Terry and everything like that. Him building the chemistry with even Noah Brown. The fact that we see that. The fact that we see Zach Ertz used pretty well towards the end of the game. So, again, very, very good game. Washington walks out of Cincinnati winning 38-30, I think it was 31 because they scored again. But very, very, very good game. Very good game. Very excited to see how it went. Again, impressed. Absolutely impressed on the offensive side. The defensive side really has to pick it up because if they plan on being able to keep up, we don't want our offense to have to constantly score 40-something points. I'm not complaining about it, but our offense, we don't want them to have to do that. It would be nice if there's moments and times where our defense can just stop people and make sure that they don't score or they don't make long gains and everything like that. So again, very, very fantastic game. Very, very impressed with Jayden Daniels' night. Very happy that Cliff Kingsbury found a way to get Terry the ball. And again, he needs to be targeted. He needs to be targeted as much as possible. And like I said, again, very excited. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about this win? Is this a move in the right step? Are some of y'all still kind of skeptical because of the fact that Cincinnati has some players out? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.